Welcome back to the zkLogin tutorial series by Swizzle. I'm Andy Golay of Swizzle. You can follow me on Twitter for more of these tutorials. Today, I'm going to do an overview of why zkLogin is important. We're going to ask the question of whether it's the end of crypto wallets. Are people even going to use crypto wallets anymore? These ones where you need to save your seed phrase and write it down securely and give it to 3 of your family members or people you trust and keep them in a locked safe or something like that? Or are people just going to be logging in with their Google account to do crypto stuff? Or maybe it's somewhere in the middle. So we'll find out. The reason why I'm doing this is because in our app tutorial series, I had sort of instinctively forked or cloned the Ethos example app. Okay, so this is an app where you can sign in to an app. You have the sign in button. You can log in with a wallet where you have your seed phrase saved in the wallets, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I realized if I'm doing the ZK flow, right, I'm doing the zkLogin flow, I'm going to just generate an ephemeral key pair and then sign in with that. So I'm not really going to be signing in with the Ethos wallet. So it made me think, wait a minute, why did I even use the Ethos example app? I mean, sure, it's a good app, and the Ethos team has always been nice to me. They've hired me to create content for them in the past, and it's all good. Like they're great. But I'm like, wait a minute, what do I even need their wallet for if I'm going to be doing zkLogin? And it got me thinking, wow, this really is a huge groundbreaking thing. So I went back and I looked at the history of it as far as being mentioned on Twitter or X goes. And the first mention I found was in June of 2023, where it says super bullish on zkLogin. This guy Thorny.sui, or block runner with a 0 for an O. It really bridges Web 2 and Web 3. Unemployed VIP says zkLogin times crossed with Web 2 email lists equals hundreds of millions of gamers, coupons, NFTs. Now we wait. Yeah, that sounds awesome. And also, so do a lot of other things in crypto. A lot of stuff just gets hyped up a ton and just is what it is. So it's like, okay, that's cool that the community is excited about it. And someone says, could we integrate the upcoming zkLogin feature with sponsored transactions? So to asking Sam Blackshear, Black Dog, and Sam says, yes, this is indeed our plan. And the sponsored transactions avoid forcing users to install a Chrome wallet extension. So this tutorial series is kind of just about understanding zkLogin. Once they add that feature to, be able to have the app provider sponsor the transaction so that you can just do business, then that's going to be when I probably teach how to really build these apps on mainnet, because it's like, what's the point if the person still has to install a Chrome wallet extension? And also, these Chrome wallet extensions, they don't support Firefox. I don't think there's any Firefox one or whatever, so wallet install. So yes, insecure smart contract language requiring wallet installs. Yeah, I totally agree with Sam there. What about other people in crypto? Does anyone else talk about this? I mean, sure, there's all these SWE fans or community members and stuff like that, but oh, what's this? Costas, one of the founders of Mistin Labs or SWE Network, why is he just saying this? SWE zkLogin. Oh, he's replying to Wei Dai. My goodness. Let's see what Wei is asking for Costas to say that. By the way, if you're not familiar with who Wei Dai is, he created B Money, which was a system where people update, a community of people update a ledger and they get rewards for updating the ledger. And it's like a transaction ledger. That way it shows who owns what. in their specific system, which was called B-Money. So this is mentioned in the Bitcoin white paper as a solution to verifying that owners of coins do not double spend their coins. Now, this is a Bitcoin white paper here. It says, to accomplish this without a trusted third party, transactions must be publicly announced. And that's reference number 1, which is Wei Dai's B-Money, which is a very good read. Definitely check it out. I checked, the website is still up. And Wei Dai is a pretty big deal. Like, as I'm recording this on September 19th, 2023, tomorrow on the 20th, we have zk Summit 10 in London, and look who's featured, Wei Dai. He is speaking, doing analysis of zk virtual machine designs. So he's still a very active, very prominent, respected, even maybe revered figure. I kind of almost worship the guy. So he says, back in May, he says, something that I'm excited about, but I've yet to see a team full speed building on. Web 2 login account abstraction wallets via zk snarks. There are projects building this with MPC or T's, but I've yet to see one going full speed on this with zk. He says OAuth 2 or JWT web authentication tokens can be connected directly to EIP 4337 wallets in a trust minimized manner with existing zk tech. Even better, with hardware acceleration and recursion aggregation, proving delay and verification costs can be manageable. Furthermore, two-factor authentication account management solutions can be added on top, similar to multi-sig wallets like Safe. That will make it even safer. For OAuth social logins, the only trusted component will be refreshing host keys on-chain, which require an oracle network. This can be further trust minimized using techniques from trustless oracles like Deco and TLS Notary. If you're building this or are interested in building in this area, I'd love to chat. DMs open. Then Costas replied a few months later saying, Sweez zkLogin. It eases the flow for app users new to Web 3. It's the easiest way to bring users on-chain. It's a native Sui primitive, lets users log into apps using existing Web 2 credentials from such providers as Google and Twitch, and it eliminates the need for users to memorize or record private keys. So, do you want to get rid of crypto wallets entirely where people can control their keys? No. But this helps new users get onboarded. Without a simple login process, builders miss a significant opportunity to onboard potential users. When potential users hear about an exciting new game or app on the blockchain, trying it out typically involves a much more complicated process than they're likely used to. The blockchain asks them to connect a wallet, choose a wallet, install it, create an account using a seed phrase, and many users will just give up. So we could either use custodial wallets or integrate a third-party authentication solution. This is a new way. No other blockchain provides a native way to integrate Web 2 authentication providers, according to the Sui blog. zkLogin provides significant convenience for end users without compromising security. It uses temporary key pairs and zero-knowledge cryptography to connect a web authentication provider's response to a specific Sui account. When using zkLogin, the only data submitted on-chain is a zero-knowledge proof and an ephemeral signature. It does not require any user information to be submitted on-chain. Additionally, the Web 2 authentication provider remains unaware that the user is operating on a blockchain, ensuring privacy. Preserving simplicity for the user, zkLogin opaquely generates a unique Sui address tied to the individual app, offering a zkLogin option. The user does not see that address and has no need to save it, as it has become part of the login flow through the Web 2 authentication provider. Web3 users may continue to use their existing wallets to access zkLogin equipped apps. So there you go. Even if an app supports zkLogin, people could still choose to log in with a Web3 wallet, a Sui wallet like Ethos Wallet, Martian Wallet, Swiet Wallet, and it can still work great. zkLogin is more like an onboarding solution for new users. So no, zkLogin is not the end of traditional Web3 wallets, but it's a really, really great onboarding solution, especially with sponsored transactions coming down the pipeline. I really look forward to that development from Sui, and I look forward to seeing how zkLogin rolls out, and I'm enjoying playing with it on DevNet. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. We're just going to focus on the nuts and bolts now, but I just wanted to do one more video about why zkLogin matters and how it ties into security and crypto in general, some sort of a layperson's overview, just so we can be clear on what we're even doing here in terms of how it plugs into the bigger picture of people's lives. You can onboard your parents, your kids, whatever, with zkLogin. They don't need to create a crypto wallet. That's pretty amazing. There's no middle party involved either. Extra, extra, extra amazing. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thanks.